Good evening, everyone. Hope y'all have had a good Sunday. We've got some rain here in the metro earlier today, but most of central Mississippi has been dry today. You can see over the past 3 hours here on Live IMAX 12, we had a few of those isolated storms. Most of those have fizzled out, with the exception of one to our south down in Walthall County, just south of Tylertown. Some lightning and thunder with that storm. We've got some sprinkles here and there, but for the most part, everyone else is dry across central Mississippi, and I expect much of the same as we move throughout the overnight hours. We do still have a few of those clouds around, still mostly clear skies right now, but I am expecting clear skies by the time we get to early Monday morning. It's just going to be mild and muggy. That air, whenever you walk outside, you can just feel that air hitting you. It's just very uncomfortable. It's still going to remain that way throughout this week as well. Mid-70s tonight, 75 in the metro, 74 for Mendenhall, 75 in Hattiesburg. And for tomorrow, mid to upper 90s. We made it to near 95 here in the metro today. I think we're going to make it to the upper 90s tomorrow, though. 96 for Jackson, 97 in Hattiesburg, 95 for Natchez and those along the river. Now for tomorrow, we're going to have another heat advisory in effect. This includes all of our area, including all of central Mississippi, all of the Pine Belt. Dew points are going to remain in the mid to upper 70s tomorrow, high temperatures in the upper 90s. It's going to be feeling like potentially up to 110 degrees. This heat advisory will go through 8 p.m. tomorrow night. However, I do expect that this will likely be extended at least into Tuesday, even potentially Wednesday as well. So we're going to keep the heat index values above 105 degrees likely. The reason for all the heat, we're going to be under a heat dome. We're already under one, but I'm expecting the upper level ridge. Technically, it's called an upper level ridge. This is where we have high pressure at the upper levels of the atmosphere. And whenever you have high pressure at the upper levels, that air is going to sink towards the ground because it's going to be where the lower pressure is. And so that's going to cause for the air to compress. And whenever air compresses, that warms. So that's why we're getting all of this warm air, temperatures in the upper 90s. I expect the ridge to strengthen by the time we get to Wednesday, which is going to allow for more of that sinking air, higher temperatures, upper 90s, potentially 97 here in the metro. But as we head towards the second half of the week, that ridge does look to weaken, but it's still going to remain hot. High temperatures in the upper 90s through Wednesday. 97 is what we're forecasting right now for that high temperature. Then as we head towards the weekend, temperatures will drop to the low to mid 90s, but the heat index values are still going to remain in the triple digits. Forecasting heat index values above 105 degrees each day through Wednesday. Then as we head towards the second half of the work week, just slightly below 105 degrees, but just because it's not above 105 degrees, that doesn't mean it's just not going to be, it's going to be comfortable. No, 105 degrees is typically what we consider heat advisory criteria. So the Weather Service, whenever they're issuing heat advisories, that's typically what they look at, 105 degrees. It feels like higher than that. So we're likely to have heat advisories through Wednesday, but then by the time we get to Thursday and Friday, still going to be hot and muggy, feeling like over 100 degrees. Something that could bring us some relief from that, though, is better rain chances. The only potential for some isolated showers and thunderstorms Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Really low chances tomorrow and Tuesday. But then by the time we get to Thursday, that's when we'll have higher rain chances, better potential for those scattered showers and thunderstorms. The reason that the rain chances are going to be on the rise is because high pressure is going to remain in control for the first half of the week. But by the time we get to about Wednesday into Thursday, there's going to be a low pressure system approaching the Gulf Coast. And that's going to bring better rain chances for Thursday into Friday and Saturday as well. Not expecting too much rain, though. Most of us will likely stay about an inch of rain or lower as we head through Saturday. Not expecting too much rain this week, but that rain will be enough to cool us down, so it's not going to be as brutally uncomfortable by the time we get to Thursday and Friday. There is the potential for some development over the tropics. It's only a 10% chance. Right now it's in the Atlantic. 10% potential for some tropical development out here. Yesterday it had a 20% chance, so as the chances are going down, I'm not too worried about it. We're just going to be focused on the heat here in central Mississippi. We'll keep an eye on the tropics as always, but this week you need to be focused on the heat. High temperatures in the upper 90s, feeling like over 105 degrees through Wednesday, but then for the second half of the week, that's when those rain chances will increase. And that will allow for our temperatures to be just a bit lower, highs dropping to the low 90s as we head into the weekend. Low temperatures, it's going to be steamy at night as well. Low temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. Just going to be feeling very uncomfortable with that humidity. It's not going anywhere. I keep talking about the humidity. Don't expect it to go anywhere anytime soon. So just be sure this week that you're giving yourself some breaks from being outside and drinking plenty of water, because heat this high, whenever it feels like 110 degrees, that is dangerous. So be sure you're taking the proper precautions. Okay, we will be back on the CW at 9 o'clock tonight, WJTV at 10. Tomorrow morning, meteorologist Megan Hanna will be here with your next weather update on Facebook Live as well as YouTube. I appreciate y'all watching, and I hope that y'all have a good night and a great work week ahead.